from Sauratron Private Limited. So we are basically an IT company.
Mhm.
We have created a product, edu entertainment product, and it is on GIS. It's basically a GIS based application
Okay.
like mapping.
Mm-hmm.
So we are portraying the history of our country
Mm-hmm.
over a map
Mm-hmm.
using different elements such as animation, visuals, and audio, narration,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of a
Okay.
storytelling. So we are doing a storytelling of our history using the map. So our basic, like the target market is students,
Okay.
and students are not the buyers.
Mm-hmm.
The parents are the buyers here.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and then we have other market wherein schools, institutes, and the archaeological department, tourism department. So there are multiple ways of getting into the market using our product. And for those, we have a different segments and different licensing strategy. And for individuals, we have different. So
Okay.
what we are trying to do when we talk about history, we go with the epic version of it. So when it comes to an epic, it is like the one full epic, see Mahabharata, Ramayana, or Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, or Maharana Pratap, any of those character or history that we are talking, and that is an epic. And the stories inside that, the chapters inside that are multiple. So it can go, if it is a vast, it can go with volumes, epic volumes and chapters. So if it is a minimum, so it's just like volume, epic and volume and few chapters. That's all.
Okay.
So when we are selling at an epic level, it requires to be created in volume segments, and when we are doing that, it needs time. So we need, say, if we are creating Mahabharata or something such a big of an epic, it will take, say, for us 2 years of time. But we cannot wait for 2 years to reach the market and try our prototype or product, something like that. So what we are trying to do is like breakdown. So when we are doing a breakdown of it, like we are going to release it in a series kind of a thing. Like how does the series come in? So like every 6 months, we are going to come out with one volume. So we are going to price that volume on the initial stage, and then we are going to price the entire epic once the epic is ready.
Okay, got that.
So how do we do a sales funnel for this kind of a product?
So, okay.
Yeah, and when we talk of this volumes, each volume has got, say, when we are talking of the first volume itself, it has got 36 chapters. So there is effort because like we are creating 3D animation, and there are a lot of things involved in that, and there are people involved in that. So we need to look after that thing also. And when we are talking of sales here, so we are targeting student market right now, where in Telangana, we are basically in Hyderabad region. So in Telangana, there are around like 21 lakh students. Schools, there are around like 7,000 schools. So 21 lakh students are there, and if we go and market to that, so first way we are trying to reach out is 10 lakh students. So 10 lakh students maximum will be interested, because we are conducting survey and we are getting the inputs from them also. So maximum are interested in the subject the way we are showcasing it. But then the conversion rate, what we are thinking once the product is out in the market and how many will buy, is like 1% is like what we have calculated. So basing on that, we are doing our assumption and going with the strategies that are laid down by Vadhvani Foundation over here. And basing on that assumption is what like we are building. So we want to be very straightforward and very like focused, that if we hit 10 lakh people, it's only about like 10,000 people will buy our product. So we want to be sure in that 10,000 people who are buying that product.
Okay.
So in that, how does it work?
Okay.
We have zero sales, zero current target. The current target is say 10,000. So like that we want to do.
Okay.
Yes.
So good points, Akshay. So सबसे पहले let's talk about your funnel. It's about your funnel that you're building, right?
Yes.
Right now, for you said the epic is not ready, but the episode is ready. So did you say episode, or what did you say? Chapters ready.
Yes, volumes. Chapters will be ready. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So right now you're selling volumes. You're not selling the entire epic. Is that correct?
Yes.
So your funnel that you want to look into will be the current funnel, right?
Yes.
Which is your volume funnel.
Yes.
You can name this funnel the volume funnel.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am. So within the volume, that is one. Now you've got different chapters, but when do you invoice when is the customer required to make the payment? Is it a one time or a repeat one?
One time. It's one time. Lifetime pay. Yeah, it's a lifetime account for them. Okay. And epic wise or volume wise, they have to buy one time.
Okay. Yeah. So then if you're saying volume wise, okay, yes. It's a one time payment, right? So then this becomes clear for you that this funnel is for volume.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now let's just say that you decide that you will also keep a track of an epic wise funnel where epic wise, let's say it's a recurring revenue. It's a recurring invoice. That means every month they have to pay, as an example.
Okay.
Okay. That's where you will get this expected sales from non-marketing will come in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Because like if I buy this month, okay, then next month also I will buy. Then the next month also I will buy, right? So that is why this is a subscription model. So that means once I may get the billing this month only, I may get the customer in this month, but this customer is going to be with me at least for the next 6 months. So accordingly, you can make the calculation over here.
Okay, ma'am.
Got that?
Understanding. Yes,
okay? Yes. And that will be in a epic wala funnel. And then you've got, that's going to be on your episode funnel. And then you've got your volume funnel. And then once your epic is ready, maybe you can have an epic funnel also.
Yes.
Okay. So in your epic funnel, actually, your top of the this one will be the existing customers on the volume and the episode.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Makes sense, right?
Yes.
So it's almost like one funnel feeds into the next funnel.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So it goes hand in hand.
Yeah. So it's easy because your time frame is different. I'm asking you to create separate funnels for that. Okay.
Correct.
That's one point.
Yes.
Now, you also said that that right now you need to reach 10,000. So here I've given invoice value.
Yes.
For those of you who are not looking at the value but who's looking at onboarding more number of customers, okay, you can use the same thing as number of customers instead of calling it volume value. So you can use this as a volume metric rather than a value metric.
Ma'am, if it is more than 10,000, it's a boom for us, and the product is really doing good. So that is the profit for us. Yes,
so here's a thought for you. Okay, you're saying that I need to ensure that 10,000 of them are buying my product.
Yes.
Okay, and you're saying that 10,000 is in what time frame?
We are looking like 6 months. Within 6 months, yes.
Okay, so 10,000 within the month of 6 months. So you can actually say approximately per month I need to have this amount of sign-ups.
Correct. Right? 3,000, 3,500 near around that.
So that means yahan pe you are starting with 3,000 over here. This number of your 182 is actually 3,000.
3,500. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, as an approximate, right? So you start with this, and then you identify what is your funnel stages, right? And you make this conversion rate. Now these are assumptions because you don't have a single customer. Okay.
Yes.
So that is why now this becomes powerful because you are in the you're doing this monthly.
Yes.
You are assuming that this is actually the funnel that these are the conversion rates.
Correct.
Right? So you can have one funnel which is your projected funnel. Okay, and then another funnel which is your actual funnel, and see what is the actual gap.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So when you will be able to again compare stage to stage and figure out at which stage you are being overconfident about your conversion rates or you're being over cautious also. Because we will end up doing a little bit of both.
Correct.
Right? So
correct.
So you will actually be able to say, hey, actually instead of 70%, your real conversion, this is the assumption, but your
Yes.
real was actually 85 as an example.
Correct.
Okay, so that you know that this portion is where you're being overcautious. So the next month when you make an assumption, you will try to factor that in,
Yes.
and you will balance it out. Okay, or
Yes.
or it could be the opposite. At this stage, you're thinking you're going to get a 70% conversion, but actually you got only a 50% conversion, and it will reflect on your numbers now.
Yes.
So now you know at the beginning of the month that my next month is I'll have to focus a little bit more on this particular stage, right? And
Yes.
because this month I've not achieved the 3,500, my next month should be make up for it. So maybe my next month target will be 4,000 instead of 3,000.
Correct, ma'am. Ma'am, one more thing I wanted to ask: when we are doing a marketing sale, when we are doing a marketing pitch, and when we are going into the market, say if I have invested around like 10 to 20 lakh on a marketing, and then to reach out about my product for 10 lakh people is costing me 2 rupees. So I have invested 2 rupees per person for me to reach out, and then 20 lakh I have burnt on this. So in that 20 lakh, now I have to get back that money and also increase the sales in that same format. So if I invested 20 lakh and I get 10,000 in that, so that is where we'll make the cut, because we are going with a projection of 1,000 rupees per volume, if we say. So we are making somewhere around like 1 CR with 10,000 numbers. So there will be covering up with the marketing cost also, as well as the product development cost also.
Fantastic, Akshay. Thank you for bringing that point over here.
Yes.
Now, if you see, now that as an example in this case, you have these numbers over here. Okay.
Yes.
Now you know in this. Let's take this example. To reach out 2,061 visitors, to ensure that you get at least 2,000 visitors every month onto your website or your app, how much money do you need to spend? Can you make that calculation? Can you speak to your marketing team, your marketing agency, right? With your sales team to convert 618 leads, how much what kind of resources do you need to invest in? Whether it is a CRM, whether it is any other commissions that you have to pay out to partners, whatever it is, right? So actually now you can because you've got your numbers here, you'll also be able to mota moti make a decision about the budget. So if you say that I don't have the budget to reach out to 2,000 people every month, so you know that your marketing budget is not in line with your revenue targets or your conversion ratios. So again, you need to go back and play around and say that, okay, how much of these, again, if your budget is not allowing you, then one thing is that you see, how can I improve on this? Right? How can I improve on this number? How can I improve on this number? Because these two, non-marketing and the value of my billing, will be two things which can improve my funnel without investing more on marketing, or vice versa. If you have a bigger marketing budget and you think that getting 2,000 people is not a challenge at all for you with that marketing budget, then you know that you've got a lot. You can be a little bit more aggressive in your sales numbers now. Does that help you, Akshay?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, that is what we are also very cautious about, because we don't want to burn much into marketing and then get nothing. So that is why we are going with a very realistic, because 1% is what we have thought that would be actually getting converted. So today also when we did a certain drive with our product, they were about 90% of people were engaged into the product and they liked it. But when the conversion came in, it came around 30-40%. But we don't believe in that also, because that is not the real money, because we were just asking the question. But once the real money and real things come into picture, I think it will be around 1% itself. But if it goes up, that's really good.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Great, Akshay.
Yes.
That's good.
Thank you.
But thank you for asking those questions, because it gave me an opportunity to talk about budgeting also with you.
Yes, ma'am. Because we are very concerned about that thing when we draw a sales funnel, and everything should go in line for us.
Perfect. For those of you who are going to be using a marketing agency, my advice be that you share at least the top of this funnel with the marketing, if not the entire funnel. Share the top of the funnel with the marketing agency. They should understand that why you are asking for 2,000 visitors per month. Okay, and so because rather than just throwing a number at them, you say this is why I need 2,000 visitors per month, because I need to ensure that at the end of the month I have 182 signups.